Cheers, everybody. I'm choosing the mic now, not just the camera.
Cheers.
Cheers. What's up, y'all? So, Christian, remember how you said, hey, man, you should move that mic? Oh, you see that?
Yeah.
So I moved the mic is kind of the point, y'all. So what I'm going to ask from you guys is let me know how Christian sounds because I don't have a second mic over here, and I could do that. So if we need to, we will. But it's also figuring out, like, I don't have a separate stream, laptop, all these other things. But we're going to be digging into, again, we got our coffee. We got the coaching dynamic here, and we're going to be just going over our sponsored products. So I'm super excited. Geek Chef is back in the mix. So you see this right here. We haven't had the Geek Chef air fryer toaster on the list in a while. So I'm really excited to get that one going. They're also going to be sending me an espresso machine. So we'll have a nice little espresso machine right here for our Coach's Coffee Corner, which is going to be dope.
Did you post the link on your, is it on your Instagram?
Yeah, it's on my stories. And then, ooh, what's up, comments? Oh, what's up, Chuck? Yeah, Chuck. And Chuck cheering us too.
Yo, Chuck, I appreciate the workouts.
Yeah, so Christian's
I do and I don't.
So here's the thing. And Chuck, let me know how Christian sounds because he's like, I moved the mic and we're playing with some things. Here's been like a fun piece for Christian is this is his first cycle through the 8-week to shred, his first cycle through the 12-week body recomposition. And it's fun because at the gym, I'll hear people saying things to him. Like, you're like, oh, dude, like, you're looking good, or like, hey, you're getting stronger, or whatever. And it's fun, like, just to see that impact. And I don't know if they know that I'm, like, doing a little low volume, but all good. Okay, got it. I wonder if I can tweak. So what I'm going to have you do, Christian, is you're just going to, like, speaking from chest.
Hey.
Yeah, there we go.
How you doing?
Yeah, that's it. Thanks, Chuck. So, yeah, dude, give Chuck some feedback on the program. Give him some of your thoughts, your experience.
I mean, it was solid. Sometimes it was hard in the gym to do some of the what's the word I'm looking for? Supersets with like what it was.
Ooh, yeah.
You know, like sometimes certain things would be next to certain things.
Where people are taking your stuff.
Yeah, or people
are like jumping on your
stuff. Thing. You know, I don't really have like a private thing for myself. You know, I'm kind of going to a gym. So some of those things are kind of difficulty, but you know, I don't think you can look up every layout of a gym and, you know, exactly get around that. But
and what I'm hearing you say, just to interject really quickly, is this is good feedback for us saying, okay, we can give you, hey, here's the protocol. And this is where like I get to like so Chuck, also I'm gonna call you after. I'm competing on Saturday, by the way. So I'm gonna call you from now until Saturday to like check in with you too, or maybe after. And we got some app updates for launching our app and like simplifying things and doing some things that you've obviously given me feedback on for quite a while, and finally at a place where we're going to implement that. So I want to get your thoughts on it. But being able to say basically, okay, cool. If you can't superset this, something comes up. Here's how basically option B or option C, and having more of that. Oh, you want to make this harder? Here's the progression route. Here's the regression route, and here's how you just keep it on track. So we have 3 routes to go from the same workout. And honestly, like, it just takes a little bit more time and bandwidth. So it's like we just get to calculate that. But
sometimes I would just like superset the one. Like, you know, if I had one machine and it was doing this machine and another one, I'd just superset this with that. And then go to that. Yeah. And superset that.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that's like right or wrong, but like, Chuck, you can throw in on your 2 cents on that as well. And it's like making the best with you. But like, that's also to us, I think that's an opportunity because like a lot of times, believe it or not, not only movements we select are important, but it's the order in which we do them. Yeah. And it's the idea of whether it's like a reciprocal inhibition pairing of movements or without getting too technical. Like, this is where I want to geek out, man. This is like, so I'm going to try not do that and try and keep it like pretty simple. So with that being said, continue on with like beyond just like, okay, so we got the workouts, sometimes hard to superset. What else? What did you notice? What were some of the biggest impacts? Some of your biggest takeaways? What were you not expecting that maybe was a surprise bonus? All the questions. Like, what were you? Because you obviously had expectations of it. What's something you got from it you weren't expecting?
Honestly, I didn't because I've never done anything like that before.
Ooh.
You know, I've never done a workout program. You know, I've never done that before. So it was kind of wasn't really any expectations for me. It was kind of me just trying something new, you know.
That's fine.
I mean, I had expectations of getting stronger, you know, or, you know, something of the fact.
Sure.
Which I did. You know, my muscles are probably a little more, you know, I lost some weight, like everything is. But I didn't really have, like, you know, like workout expectations exactly. You know, some workouts, a lot of them were new to me. One I remember was like incline bench in the beginning. I forgot. It was like incline dumbbell with like pull-ups. Remember that one?
Oh,
That was like a superset.
Yeah.
That one would get me. Like,
yeah.
And then I think one was like squats and then straight into lunges. You know, dumbbell lunges. That one was a good one too. You know, I like it because, you know, I learned a lot of workouts that down the road in my life I'll be able to fall back to because now I've done them, now I know them, and now I learned them, which is cool. That's cool. You know, I didn't really expect. I guess that's something to expect because you're about to learn something new. But
no, it's a good point. And what about doing the glute ham device? So when I'm talking about at Rogue, that machine that we use, not the belt squat, the thing right in front of that belt squat, because we did 2 movements on there you've never done before.
Okay, yeah, I honestly forgot about that. Yeah,
and that's technically not even in the program. I added in. So we did a glute ham device. That's the glute ham machine is the equipment.
Yeah.
And then that's a hybrid from Bells of Steel. They're not even a sponsor, but I'm just like, I got their stuff and I like it. I made some videos on it. You can check out the storefront. And that is a really cool device because it's a hybrid of the glute ham, but also a reverse hyper. So I'm also using the Lamicol right now. So everything I'm highlighting, guys, we like have right here. So if you want me to like pull it out, highlight it more, but I'm highlighting it and using it in real time, which I think is kind of fun. And that hybrid is cool because it's more space efficient. So we can then set up a reverse hyper. So which is, if you guys haven't seen a reverse hyper, I'll just pull it up. It's on, I just hit the mic. It's on Amazon. Boom, Bells of Steel. Let's see, where's their hybrid? I'm gonna like literally, but look at that Flybird bench. Here's what I'll say. This is what's right, like, and Flybird's a sponsor of ours, so obviously I'm biased, but look at that. That's good placement right there. Good job, Flybird. Let's look at our glute here. So this is the belt squat. That thing's a fun thing too, right? Having this belt squat. Yeah. This is a fun bad boy. Let's see if our video made it up here. Yeah, look at that video, guys. Boom. So there you go. Got the only video up there, so you guys can check it out. I got more of those videos. Yeah, I'm like, dude, I got tons coming up. Yeah. Tons coming up. All right, so this is what we're talking about. This is the hybrid, the 2-in-1 glute ham device, and they call it reverse back extension, but it's really just a reverse hyper. It's just, maybe they can't use that name because of patent and copyright, but it's clutch, man. So this back part slides back or up as you need it to, and then let's see if we can get a good video. I think I have a video on this as well. We do. Oh, Chuck, dang, I just saw all the messages pop in at once. My bad, man. I missed them. Yeah, get other people off, whatever you need. And set your sets up prior to beginning the superset. Great feedback. Thank you. I'm looking to get the attachment for the power rack, like the belt squat. Yeah, dude, the belt squat's pretty awesome. And even as an attachment, that's a good point. Sorry, Chuck. I'm just seeing all your messages. So here, this is another kind of funny one. I'm literally just sitting on it and just doing a leg extension. And then there's our reverse hyper demonstration that notice. And again, the great thing about this is it contracts the tissue around your vertebrae and your spine and the supporting tissue. But then on the way down, it allows it to decompress. And then here we have a nice glute ham lower. And then, so here's, I got to get that glute to fire up a little bit more. Notice how I'm kind of hinged forward, relying a lot on my hamstrings. That's where I get to personally, I've been working on my glutes a bit more to help with that. Yeah. But yeah, Chuck, keep us posted with the lower attachment for the rack. And if I'll see if I can even find one too. But all right. So going back, let's go back and back and back. And also, oh snap, look who's on that Discover page. Christian's up there. Christian knows what's up. So this is fun too, guys. Fun fact, by the way, I'm going to show you guys something on Amazon. So like literally, most people don't even know this, how you get to the Amazon Live. So if you just type in Amazon Live in the search bar, you'll have this whole new world will pop up for you on Amazon Live. Discover, like all this fun stuff. You see who you're following, browse, boom, tons of people. We just happen to be up here because we're awesome. Probably puts us up there because like I'm in my other account and I happen to go on this channel a bit from that other account, just like checking stuff out. So maybe it's that. We'll do have fun, guys. Yeah, Chuck.
You too.
You too, dude. Thanks for hanging with us. Also, Chuck, are you eating right now? Is it lunchtime or are you about to go eat? Because I know it's right around that lunchtime.
Lunch break right now. Looking at some stuff, right?
Chuck doesn't really take like breaks. I don't think that's a fair word to use it, Chuck. Chuck's the kind of dude that he
he's taking 5 minutes to look at something.
Yeah, and not even that, but like someone's always asking something of him. Like his Like any moment he's awake, someone needs something from him.
Mm.
Not like, and hopefully that doesn't.
Reminds me of my father. I was telling you earlier.
But I think that's just being a dad and being like a professional, and like usually it's me. I'm like, hey Chuck, I need this, or like I'm just like shoot, because like Chuck's my business partner, right?
Yeah.
So like he's always got great insight and experience. Anyways, we're just rambling now, so we're gonna shift gears. We highlighted the Flybird bench, and I want to highlight it for you on here because this has 38% off on Amazon right now, so it's a sweet deal. Let me pull this up though. Boom, you get that. I also realized I'm logged into Lifestyle of Fit, and that's why. Okay. What's up with the chat, though? You know what? I'm going to let really quick. So we're going to do an experiment right now. So notice how many viewers we have. Don't say it out loud. And then I'm going to share this in the Discord channel, and we'll see in the next 5 to 10 minutes if you notice a difference. That's going to be a fun kind of game to play. So the reason I'm saying this, guys, I didn't share that we're live in a Discord channel that we have, and I'm curious to see the difference it'll actually make. It's always fun data, fun kind of like investigating. What do you think, Chuck? What do you think, guys? Do you think it's gonna make a difference? Boom. Also, Chuck, by the way, Chuck's a brown belt right now, and he took gold as a purple belt. And this dude's no joke, man. So when he comes, I really want you to train with him too. Chuck, I just want you to know. I know you think you're gonna submit me, but you're not. You're not gonna get me.
Look
Chuck.
at this, that inner competition.
Yeah.
Is he not going to submit you?
No.
You're just going to live, or like, are you going to submit him? Or
No, I'm going to be honest. I'm probably
say,
not going to, like, I'm going to be real. I'm not going to submit him, but I will, like,
Not allowed
positionally
submission.
dominate you, Chuck. Like, I will, like, get to mount, and then I'll take your back. And then I know you'll do a good job of backfighting. Those are some things I'm still working on. And I'm going to try and transition to, like, spiderweb or to head and arm and finish you there. But I still don't feel confident enough in that, I think, to really speak to that. But positionally, like, Chuck, I'm sorry, dude. Unless we start on our feet and you take me down, but like I don't think that's gonna happen either.
I'll pull guard.
What? No, I'm like I will not pull guard. The only way I'll pull guard, the only thing that's ever happened is I'll throw up like a scissor like scissor takedown, and that's like my way of pulling guard. If I fail, I just go to like outside ashi almost, or like you can then go into like a leg entanglement. But it's actually illegal to do at blue belt level. I just found out in the tournament, so I can't do that like a scissor takedown. Where like I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I'll show you a video. But anyway, so we're gonna post it on Discord real quick. It's kind of the original point of that. I'm talking a little bit of smack to Chuck, but I think he left because Chuck. There's no way Chuck would let me say all this without having some comments here. He's too competitive himself.
I think when he said we'll do have fun.
Yeah, he's dipping out. Yeah.
Immediate. Send the message.
And he's like, I'm off.
I'm out.
Trying to disconnect where I can. All right, so we're going into the Discord, y'all. So this thing again, I'm working on with. Even when I'm looking at my phone and doing something, like looking more at the camera so I can kind of make eye contact.
Yeah, I notice I'll look at myself.
Yeah, and like, or as long because like you think you're being subtle by doing this, but like you'll see on the screen, bro. It's very obvious. Like no one, you might as well have it up in front of you. At least looking at the screen is usually a better move from my experience. Know what I mean?
See if I can do it.
Let's see. Yeah, see if you can position. Look at he's like, no, I can totally do this. All right. So now again, this is a fun experiment. Look at the number right now, and then give it 5 or 10 minutes. Right. So you can see that number. This is like 15-second delayed. So let's see. Yeah. And now we're gonna go to, since I see some people clicking on it, let's highlight some of our bed shore. Ashley just shot some shoppable videos yesterday on some of the bed shore stuff. So let's highlight this. I got a nice deal. They got 46% off right now. Let's see if our video actually got up here yet. No, not.
How you gonna beat that? We got the beagle jumping up on the bed like that with the ears in the wood.
Then you have to have kids there too, and then you just add a dog with kids. That's how you do it. And this is like just bed shore themselves, so obviously they're video. So again, here's the thing. It's legitimately like take the sponsorship out of the equation for a second. Like I genuinely enjoy bedshore. And here's the cool thing. This is like how weird I am. Like talking about hoarding, like I just hoard random bags that they send stuff in. Like this was from bedshore for one of the things. And I'm like, dude, I'm keeping this. Like, isn't this a cool like gift bag or thing that you can throw something in? And right now I'm actually like just putting my belt in it right now. Just like carrying it around. I was like, sure, bro. Yeah, man. Whatever you say. Yeah. I want that as a gift.
Secretly,
yeah, you're like, yeah, she's like, when he's not looking quick. But again, the point is, so from the presentation all the way down, like the quality of the materials, the actual like feel of it, the function, the durability. Because not only have I had Benchmark products recently, but I've had them for almost 2 years. Since I've started streaming on Amazon, I've gotten things from them. Like I forget some of like more than 50% of the stuff in this garage is like sponsored stuff. So like I almost forget when I got it. And then what I always want to do is bring back not only what's it like when you first unbox it, what's it like in the first 3 months, but like 2 years later, what are the products like? A year later, right? Like the long-term quality of it is always something I like to look at. Ooh, and speaking of which, Kufandi is another one that I really was surprised by because I didn't know about them before transparently they started sponsoring us. And then I started like looking at a lot of their stuff, getting more of their shirts. This is the button-up style, which I also had a video for. And let's see. I love how they have the big boy option.
Big boy.
You know what I mean?
Dude, I went to the outlets to get some sweatpants. All they had was 4XL.
Well, here you could go. You go 3X, 4 to 5 tall. Is that like an X but for tall people kind of a deal? You know what I mean? Let's see the videos here. Where are we at? So here's also interesting, guys. If you didn't know, there's shoppable videos for these products. When I say shoppable videos, what I mean is there's videos from influencers talking about these products, which you'll see right here. And you can usually, there's like 3 to 5 videos depending on, and then there'll be some like similar ones. And I don't know why my video's not up there. But anyways, I'm saying always look at it if you want insight, and then you can go to the reviews here as well. Christian's getting excited. I get it. Oh, so now this is another thing that's like maybe less on the like exciting to use, but I think it's just like super functional. I'm also just looking at some of the other deals that we have too. And I have this right here by me. So especially when you have like kids, bandages are clutch. Not only for like legitimate uses, but also, I don't know about if you've noticed it, but my kids love playing like doctor or like playing different obviously kind of things. So Tessa, the one that also likes to be a dog, her two favorite things to do are like she's either going to be like an animal or like no, she wants to like legit be an animal, right? Like just like whatever that's going to be. And when she's playing pretend, she's either doing that or she's like a doctor or a mommy. We're all the above. Like she's like a dog, mommy, doctor. Like that's like her go-to premium or like a rainbow unicorn. That's like another favorite animal, apparently. That also is a doctor. That's also a mommy. But my point of saying all this, they like to put bandages on their like pretend animals, stuffies, like her baby dolls, like all that. And then she likes to pretend doctor. So maybe you don't want to let them play with all these. But the cool thing is they have a pack of 10. So if you get like 2 out of here every once in a while, they go to that. It's not the end of the world. And these are 2-inch by 1.7. Also, I think you mentioned this on one of the unboxing videos when I was doing it. You're like, dude, doesn't that packaging look a little big for the bandage itself?
Yeah.
It's like, it's a little bit, I think, inefficient. But I don't know if you guys will see this just because I'll try and angle it because it's a little too bright. But yeah, like it's like this space, but the thing is substantially bigger. But yeah, I just think it's interesting. So again, I lied. It was 1.6, not 1.7 inches. But it's 2-inch by 1.6 inch. And again, you got that little cut again for whether you jack your like shin up, your knee up, doing jiu-jitsu, right? Scrape your like I'm actually gonna put this on my side of my ankle on Tuesday when I was drilling it. Like I ripped all the skin off mine, like just randomly. So these are cool things like that. Keeping things dry. You don't want to get infections, especially, dude. I've told you this multiple times. I got staph like 4 different times in Thailand.
Really?
And that's even like showering before and after every training session, like over the top, and even still. So point is keep things thorough, keep things clean. Have it even if you don't think you'll need it, because eventually you will. And ooh, this is perfect because this is actually a sponsor for the stream. Let's highlight Pop Babies. So Christian's using the Pop Babies. You're using the electric shaker. They also have their blender, which is the more popular option, but it's a Pop Babies product nonetheless, so it's a good time to plug it. And they got a nice discount. It's 37% off right now for this. What's good? So look at that. Boom. Rechargeable. Let's see if I put up like 5 different videos on this thing. None of them made it. What? Dude, I put like a really nice one together. Maybe it's on their actual impact section. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I wondered too? Because I realized I'm in my LOF account. Sometimes they'll change the shoppable videos per user depending on what you watch and consume. So I wonder if I switch. You know, we're going to switch our accounts real quick to see if it changes anything that pops up. Just for like A/B testing situation. So while you're using the Pot Babies, talk to me about what you like about it, just right off the bat. Not knowing anything, what they want us to talk about, more so give me what you
Convenience.
Ooh, convenience. That's a good one. Tell me more. How would you see yourself using this in your everyday life?
With protein.
Okay.
You know, some, what is it called?
Maybe a better question is like when during your day or where would you use it? So I got, okay, we throw in protein, you throw in your stuff.
Nested Naturals.
Oh, look at that. Christian just plugging all the goodness.
And I pour it in my water, you know.
What time of day?
In the morning.
Ooh, right, to start your day. Okay. And we were talking about this before on our walk, right? Like,
take a little walk with my Nested Naturals.
Boom. And the idea of like, hey, maybe not, or doing an intermittent fast up until maybe noon, or not enjoying eating in the morning. I'm not saying that's right for everyone, by the way, guys. Just saying, like,
just wake up and I'm not like, you know what I mean, though?
For sure. And I'm saying, like, so we can, there's two ways to approach it. Like something I talked to Deuce about, one of the fighters and coaches at Rogue Combat Club. Shout out to Rogue Combat Club.
And Deuce.
Yeah, Deuce. And we were talking about, like, he also doesn't like to eat super heavy before training or fighting or anything physical. He wants to feel like light, explosive. And I'm like, hey, so your digestive system, even on the content I posted earlier today, your digestive system is almost like a muscle, if you can think of it, in a way that you can condition it over time to be able to handle more volume, be more effective at digest, to within reason, right? Like you can't just like put horrible things constantly into your body and then be like, oh, you can just like muscle up and handle. It's more about putting more volume into your body. So if you're digestionally, you're like, that doesn't feel good, I feel kind of sluggish. Over time, as you add and you ramp up portions and scales, your body will be able to handle it more and more and more, which is a cool variable. So the point is, especially, and I focus on that for Deuce because I want him to make sure he's hitting enough calories, especially for his workouts. So that's the only thing I would say for you, and the same thing is eating and having, that's where like the Nested Naturals and having stuff like this, because if you do like this is I think about 30 calories, this is 20 calories, that's 30 calories, that's 30 calories. So it's not a tremendous amount, but to get 80 calories of like pure nutrient, not pure, but like a very high percentage of nutrient dense options, vegetables, cordyceps mushrooms, lime mane mushrooms, pomegranate, cranberry. These are like nutrient dense things that are going to give you the micronutrients, the vitamins and minerals, and not necessarily be as calorically dense so it doesn't strain your digestion. So at least you get some good energy out of it, right? Yeah. And then it's as things scale over time, boom, then you can add more, like maybe you add fruit to it. And that's where the Pot Babies blender versus the shaker is even more beneficial because the blender allows you to like throw fruit and yogurt and different things that can blend it up. Boom, moving on, y'all. What else do you guys want? Like, also let me know in the chat if you guys want something specific. Otherwise, we're just going to start picking random stuff. And then we're going to get this Geek Chef espresso machine going and get Christian some energy. Right, dude? Wouldn't it be so dope to just have this like espresso machine right here? We'll have it right here in front of Christian.
Just open my mouth.
Just and then, do you know what's supposed to be coming? I think today or tomorrow. That thing that I can hang from the ceiling for that cable, so that we can even plug the espresso machine. Boom, right into there. All right, moving forward. Let's see what else we got. Boom. Speaking of Geek Chef, we might as well go back to the air fryer kind of toaster combo, which actually, this is something I know I have a video on my desktop for. So when I have a video on my desktop, I know it's kind of an older video. I stopped transferring everything to my desktop quite a while ago, like a year ago. And boom, let's pull it on. And again, if you guys got questions, if you're watching on like Facebook or YouTube and you want to actually see the products and get some more details, you can just hop on over. I'll put the link to our Amazon in the comments, so you can just hop on over. Right, I'll pop it in here. And if you guys want to stay on YouTube, stay on Facebook, wherever you're at. But I'm just saying you'll get way more info and actually see like coupons and in-link coupons and fun stuff like that by hopping over. So, boom. Throw that up right there. And now let's, again, Geek Chef. So Young Sam and I we did a cook-off actually with the Geek Chef air fryer for some chicken wings. And then we compared it to the sous vide art, like lid for the Instapot. Honestly, the sous vide lid art won, but the Geek Chef, he was like, dude, it was really crispy. And it was a very, very like close competition. The point is to show how convenient and versatile this is. So just to dig in here a little bit more and to highlight, I wanted to have two different B-rolls playing. Right up here is the chicken wings. Right over here are the dehydrated mangoes. What I actually did, because I wanted to show you guys, like, I think sometimes when we think about, like, you know, changing up your nutrition habits and whatnot, it's like, oh, I have to have everything from scratch. It has to be perfect. Like,
I'll be honest with you, no. Sometimes I don't have the time to make fresh chicken wings like with my own sauce and whatnot. So I bought these from the store straight up from the freezer. They already had the buffalo ranch sauce on. I threw them right into the air fryer toaster, threw the settings on, be able to throw it on air fryer. I put it on 20 minutes, I believe, and 10 minutes about halfway through. I just flip them, got them nice and crispy, and they were amazing. So I wanted to share that with you guys specifically for this one, so you guys can understand, like, again, even as a health professional, this is what I do for a living. Ideally, it's great to have organic and fresh and make your own sauce and do all that stuff, totally. But sometimes, based on time and bandwidth and what you have going on, this might be the best option. It's about making the best choice and the best option you have at that time. And being able to have the Geek Chef air fryer toaster can help leverage that a little bit more, have it a little bit more convenient. You don't have to worry about like preheating it and stuff like that, which to me was pretty awesome, because that's one of my hesitations when it comes to using the oven, which I still use at times. It's just like, I don't want to have to preheat it and wait. It adds more time onto it. So literally dial it to 20 minutes, throw them in, flip them halfway through, and you're good to go. And even that, you technically don't have to. I just like to. Now let's slide over to the mangoes here for a second. Looking at these, this is again another one. I'm a huge fan of dehydrated mangoes, but from a cost perspective and also from like a kind of portion sizing perspective, I can spend a lot of money and I can also eat way too much of them. So what I decided to do was, again, get the frozen ones and just throw them in. Now, what you'll notice in this one, they got a little crispy because I put them in for 3 hours straight. What I would recommend after doing it since then is being able to do them from a half hour at a time, let them sit for 10 minutes, flip them, do it for another half hour, and then let them rest for like 10 minutes and then see where they're at. And then maybe an hour and a half in usually is gonna be good. I did it for 2 hours this last time, and it came out, again, great, not as crispy on the edges. These were frozen from chunks. What I also did is I got some fresh mangoes now, and I'm gonna slice them up longer and thinner, and I'll shoot some B-roll for that as well if you guys wanna see that, and dig into some of the differences when you lay them down and what it can look like. But I wanted to share that with you guys because I'm a really big fan of leveraging the air fryer and toaster, not adding the calories from oils.
Pow! And we're back. So again, I wanted to just, again, cross compare, and I have a new video that's going to be coming up this week. Let's actually see if it's still processing or if it's like published yet. Even if it didn't tag to the video, I'm going to check our recently uploaded videos because it should be coming up like any day. And shout out to my homie Pat, by the way. Pat hustling in LA not only is like helping me on the vertical. Yeah, look at all the things he just uploaded. Nice, Pat. Nice, dude. Yeah, Pat's on it, man. Shout out to you. Anyway, so I think it looks like it's up here. It's just in review right now. So it should be up in the next couple of days, guys. You'll be able to see this like cross comparison. I don't think I can play it while it's like pending. Oh, maybe I can. Is this one up? Oh, yeah. So here, I'll actually look. I can screen share this for you guys right now because it looks like it's actually published, just not tagged to the park. So again, this is where I was cross comparing the sous vide basket air fryer to the Geek Chef air fryer toaster. So again, that's like the basket. Those are nice and crispy. And then we're going to pull out the Geek Chef as well. Now look, the Geek Chef, here's the thing. I wanted to do a true comparison. What I would normally do for the Geek Chef, look, they're still crispy and delicious. But if when I flip them over, they don't get the same evenly distributed crispiness. It's not even should. That's what I normally do. But the reason I didn't do that is because I wanted to basically demonstrate without the same amount of effort, treating the wings the same, how each tool serves you. You know what I mean? Like, so like if you look at the air basket, I didn't flip those either. It's just the way it's set up. So I also, for the Geek Chef, I don't have to put that tin foil. I would have left it. It would have exposed more of that surface area. Potentially crisped it up more, but it's an uneven. It doesn't have that same circumvention kind of like situation. But it's so versatile. That's the cool thing about it, is the versatility that it provides. And being able to go from an air fryer to something that you could bake, to a toaster, or to just like simply reheat something really quick. Like, it's just a really, really like versatile tool. And again, you also can get different sizing as well. You can get the 14, the 16, and then the 26 quart. And I'll just share this one more time for you guys. And again, if you have additional questions, let me know. I'll gladly speak to it. Dude, Geek Chef, good job. Good job with this one, though. And that's where I would use this. This is pretty clutch for meal prepping, too. Like, where you can say, all right, I'm going to put like I'm going to crisp up a bunch of veggies or cook a bunch of things over here. I'm going to have my meat in a pan. Or again, we're using a lot of the slow cooker in the Instapot now because of the recipe book we dropped. But being able to have this too is something I still use on a, if not daily, for sure weekly basis. And this is, again, one of the, like, I think it's one of the first like home and kitchen products I got besides like a set of spatulas, which some of them we still have, but some of the like glue. Have you ever had this, like the glue compartment or whatever's holding it in that compartment, that glue kind of like eroded away and they like pulled apart basically. They didn't survive my kids is my point. My kids, they would like use them like swords and like mess with them. And they're just the amount of force and beat up that got applied to them, they just couldn't survive. They just couldn't handle it. So we're going to shift gears here a little bit to speaking of the gym and talking about the gym. Does anyone not listen to music when they work out at this point? Because I know there's people that don't. So I wonder, do you listen to music? You don't. Like, so if you go into the gym, yeah, yeah, but you're still listening to music.
I mean, like, yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's what's crazy. You're still listening to music. So I'm trying to think about like a person that works out at home, doesn't play anything, or works out at like a gym that like they don't play anything, and if you don't have headphones, there's no music. Like, who's doing that? And I'm not judging. I'm just genuinely curious and want to know. You know,
David Goggins is out here doing it.
That's true. Just straight up talking to the camera, talking all the smack. Stay on, bro. And listen, I like all about that. I got you, David Goggins. And then we're gonna shift gears again, going with the gym still. Though we're gonna go into the LOF bands. I just kind of hopped over the Bedshore Sherpa kind of fleece style blanket, which is absolutely amazing, but we'll get into that. And we already talked about Bedshore, so I want to kind of continue to shift gears. Got our resistance bands. Like, so again, guys, I'm literally, I don't know if I told you this, Christian, so I'm going to get rid of this bike, getting rid of all the weights, because when was the last time we used this? Right, that's my point. So, and there's no even, why have it here? If we have an assault bike at the gym, we have a ski erg at the gym, and I'm never using it in my garage. It's just taking up space. I'm going to get rid of all this, and we're going to keep the squat rack, and we're only going to, and I'm going to just show you guys, when I film content from here, the only style of content we're going to do is band and barbell, dumbbell, kettlebell options that have the versatility to add bands to it. So I have like I have two regular kettlebells that are not adjustable, maybe two sets of dumbbells that are not adjustable, and then I have like two adjustable sets. And we're going to basically use that with bands, the barbell, and keep it super simple. And my point of bringing this all up is to include how versatile the bands are because of it. And then speaking of which, I don't know if you guys saw this. I know I told you, Christian, we dropped our Kindle. We dropped it down to $2.99 right now, $3. I was like, you know what, man? I can't make it free, and this is the lowest price that Amazon lets me bring the Kindle, the digital version, because it doesn't cost anything to print. It doesn't cost us anything at this point. The only reason I even charge money for the books is because it actually costs us money to print it. So if you have the digital side of it, I would even make it free. They only let us do a free promo code for like 5 days every like year or quarter or something like that. So I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? I want to make the book as attainable as possible to just transform people's lives. And now, as I told Christian, I'm going to tell you guys this. Unfortunately, we got some news that our app's going to be like delayed like another month. So it's going to be 2 months instead of 1 month. I even like sent out an email this week and I told Christian, I'm like, dude, they said 2 weeks. I'm going to make it 4 weeks because I know that like how this goes. And I got an email yesterday after I already sent the email out. I got another email from them saying, oh, by the way, it's going to be anywhere as little as 8 weeks to maybe even more. So it could be like 2 to 3 months or more, depending on Google and like Apple. But know that now with the book, you'll also get a QR code where you can scan, download our app for free and have some integration tools there. And then we also have like some paid awesome coaching and stuff. And I'm really excited about how we're piecing this together. It's going to take like a full year, like honestly. And that's me like being conservative, and it'll probably take more. But it's going to take until the goal is to have this ready for Thanksgiving, for like the next holiday season, for the fourth quarter of this year of 2023. We're going to have the QRs, the apps, all the stuff interconnected where it'll be on one place. It's going to just be on our app. You can buy the book. You can have the Kindle edition scan, get everything to that, and you'll be good to go. So I'm really excited about that. And then we also dropped the price on our cookbook and the recipes. And the goal is we're just going to make a series and drop book after book after book. Like I'll do probably a barbecue one. I'll do just like a dessert one. I was thinking about doing different topics. And speaking of which, Christian, is there a topic you would find most useful? Because we did this because Chuck and I were having
dessert one.
Dessert?
No.
Ooh.
I mean, I just like dessert, but
What's wrong with that? You like dessert, bro?
But if I was thinking of like something more important to me, maybe kind of like, like the one you sent me, the what was it, 500 calories, 50 grams of protein thing.
Oh yeah, so the 5x5.
Yeah, Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking about too. And that's like, so I got to shout out my homie, Will Vargas. Will Vargas gave me this 5x5 formula he uses with his clients. He's like, hey man, like you can check it out, use it, repurpose it. I'm like, I appreciate that, dude. So we're making it our own. And if you guys also like, listen, if you want a great coach and for whatever reason you don't want to work with me, Will Vargas, if you're a male from 30 to about 50 years old and you want to transform your body and for whatever reason you don't like me, you don't want to work with me, go to Will. Like, he's the dude in the industry. In my opinion, that's his absolute specialty. Yeah, 30 to 50-year-old men that just want to basically get as shredded as possible. Now there's like transparently, you're gonna, it's simple. It's not always gonna be easy. And then you have to decide how sustainable is this for your life and where do you want to maintain it? Because like Will lives a very, and I got to give him props, man. He lives a very like regimented, disciplined, stoic lifestyle, which is awesome. That's why I like having him as a friend. And you have to decide, is that the kind of life you want to live or something to that vein? I mean, how disciplined do you want to be? Because we're talking about this with our jiu-jitsu coach, Zach. And he was even saying the idea of like discipline can be a prison or it can be freedom. So it's like finding the balance or the minimum effective amount of discipline to use to get the life that you want. And don't do any more than that because then it's like it's a waste of bandwidth, basically. Like, why be more disciplined than you need to be for the things you want to achieve in your life? You're just wasting energy. You're spending that with your family, or at least that's the thought. So point being, he's got you too. And again, great resource. I want to give him a shout out. Now we're going to get into, this massage gun I was unboxing at the gym. I actually think I left it there. But we do have the B-roll that I just like uploaded. Let's see if it made it for this product yet. Because I just uploaded it like, I want to say in the last like 2 days. Why are you so tired, bro?
I'm not like tired though.
No, I know.
The yawn's hitting me.
So again, it's a 6 attachment. It has 30 different speeds, 15 hours. So you can go ham with this bad boy. If you're using this for 15 hours, man, like that should last you like 2 weeks.
What's going on?
You know, because if you use it maybe 20 minutes before a workout, 20 minutes after, like every day, that should be like 2-3 weeks use. It's in like a commercial gym situation. Boom! This is me actually unboxing at the gym at Rogue. So let's show 2 different aspects here. So boom, we got the wrap off. We're gonna hop ahead, bip, bop. You guys don't want to see all that. Maybe you do. But again, pull it out. I like the carrying case. I always appreciate a good carrying case. That's something that I think becomes very helpful when it comes to like travel or just like keeping it in the gym, keeping it even organized, just keeping things organized, having like a case for it or a space for it becomes very valuable in my humble opinion. So again, trying to do this while also like narrating is always fun. And then we're at the gym, so I'm talking to people. So again, this is a fun, hold on, I'm going to pause real quick. Christian, what do you think you use that for? Yeah, that 2-prong, like that, like looks like a probe or a prod, like an electric prod. Guys, let me know in the chat too. If let's see if you can guess what you think that's for. What muscle group or area?
A specific area.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple, but I'm curious what jumps out to you.
My neck.
Ooh, money. Yeah, exactly. Nice, dude. Nice. So now, and again, I don't compare it, but the cool thing is it comes with a manual that's going to tell you guys, and I'll pause this real quick. So I literally just unboxed this, and I love to see it had 80% battery. I didn't even need to charge it. I was able to. That's my favorite thing, bro, is getting a product right out of the case or right out of the box. I'm charging it, and I'm going to put batteries in it, whatever, or buying it comes with the batteries. And if it's not, like, please tell me. Please let me know.
Normally that was like the regular, you know? Like,
yeah.
You're charging it as soon as you get it.
That's exactly it. So 80% battery. Then you can see on the left side, that's where you're going to be using the speed control. So it goes from 0 to 30. So you get really dialed in with the speed and the intensity. And again, you have these different attachment heads that tell you how to use it. Bada bing. And then I put up another video. See if that one tags on here as well. Sure. Ooh, dog care? What?
I do it to my dog.
I never even put that together. But that's a great idea.
She does not like it.
She does. She freak out. She's like, nah, he's not on it.
She just looks at it like, what is that?
Like, this doesn't suit me.
She just gets weirded out.
I get that, especially if you're not expecting it. All right, so we're getting into the charging cables. So again, the only downside to these are like the lightning cable style. So you got to just be mindful of the attachments that you have for it in the box using. And then here's the Dream Egg. This bad boy. So we have like a few different, we have like more kids versions of these than we actually have the adult versions. And this could be for both kids and adults. But the cool thing about it is everything's controlled right from here. Now you can use I believe it has an app integration. Let's double check that before I just spout that out. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, actually, I might have lied about the app integration. That's why I do like the fact that it has everything right here, so you have to worry about a remote or anything like that. But I do kind of like the idea of having an app just in case for just the cool integration of it. But again, it has these different areas where you got like 7 different settings of white noise. You can control the volume up and down right here. You got power. You've got your timer, so you can do 30, 60, or 90 seconds. It pops up for each one, so you know. And then it's got 10 different 7 different fan sounds, which I thought was like very unique for like a specific type of sound, like a fan. That's interesting, but it kind of makes sense, especially just for people in the summertime that are used to fans and stuff. And then you actually have some like lullabies and different noises and natural sounds, which you have 10 of those. So you really have 24 different sounds that you're going to be able to utilize for this. And it does have a little like light around it if you want to hit it or anything like that. And you can kind of control it with this. The only thing I will say that I like about, honestly, my kids that we've gotten from different sponsors for Rahul is they will project like stars or different shapes on the ceiling. It's colorful. It's actually really cool. So that's something I do like, and it like helps me fall asleep personally, maybe because I'm a giant child. But this also, the last thing I'll highlight, has these like non-skid little sliders on the bottom. So you can put it down. Like, I'm going to paint you guys a picture. Like, alarm's going off, whatever. You're like, ah. But like if you start doing that, you knock it off your table stand. I'm sure you guys have done that at one point. Have you done that before? Like knocked an alarm or your phone off the table, accidentally trying to grab it and fumble for it.
Yeah.
Boom. This is gonna help you with that.
Sleep too.
This is gonna help you with that.
Not even.
Or yeah, even just like tossing and turning, like not even being conscious of it. Boom. So there goes the dream egg. Let's see what else we got, y'all. Talk to me, everybody, about questions or anything you guys want to see. We talked about bed shore. Ashley actually got these. So these. First off, let's see if we can pronounce this. I'm gonna challenge Christian. So I thought this was interesting. I'm not a huge fan of, honestly, like the adjustable kind of buckle component for shoes. It's like another step. But I guess on the flip side of this, what I do like is the ability to adjust it for someone's foot, where you can just have a little bit more room, because my feet definitely can need some adjusting. But I requested this in a men's 12 to 13, and they sent me a women's 8 to 9, and which just happens to be Ashley's size. So I'm like, hey, did you know my wife's size, or is that somehow just like a random accident? Either way, she got the pink ones, and they sent pink too. So I feel like they for sure, like I requested black and a men's size 12 to 13. They sent me a pink women's size 8 to 9. So I'm like, oh, so you clearly just want my wife to do this. I get it. And they have 43% off right now. Dang, I didn't even see that was that much of a discount. It is number ones in the women's, but this is supposed to be for men or for women, is from the title. But it seems like for women, it's like a big seller. So, all right, maybe that's why I wanted Ashley to do it. That makes sense. Let's see if we can find this video. Let's see if we can find it, y'all. What do you think? I don't see it yet. Boom. We're going to have to do some more videos, get them up there for you guys. We got you. Also, who wants to see Christian doing more shoppable videos? What is it?
All the colors.
All of them. All those colors. I mean, it's good to have options, man. And then we have kind of transitioning here, going back to the iWalk, the portable charger. I actually used this for my smartwatch at the gym yesterday, because my battery died. It was like at 10%. And I was like, oh, boom, charge this bad boy up. And then the cool thing is you can also charge your iPhone with it as well. So I like having this in the car. I like having it in my like travel bag, especially at the gym. This was something I was talking about. It's like if your phone dies, like, I mean, nowadays with technology, like you got so many options, but especially at the gym if I'm running class. But I used to like, so when I was doing a lot of coaching, when I was coaching full time, when I mean coaching full time, I mean I was running classes, doing strength conditioning, private sessions, running the actual gym too. Like I was doing like everything. So I'd be there from like, this was in like 2014 to 16. Yeah, New York.
When you,
the UFC gym.
Up and down part you were talking about earlier?
Yeah. That spot. So yeah, so I was in that spot like all day, every day. I basically lived there, right? And they, at one point, dude, they even brought in like a restaurant grade, commercial grade, like fridge to like have pickup locations for food or like drop off and snacks for people. And I just like use that as like, this is my fridge. Cool. Nice. Thanks. So with that being said, being able to pack something like this so you can charge your device. Because if I was in the middle of the day and I, for whatever reason, thanks for the follow. Yeah, Rebecca. If I was in the middle of the day and my phone happens to die and I don't have my charger, I'm in trouble, right? Like that's like how I'm accessing people's programs. I do have a notepad and like a like actual like timer stopwatch. That's a pro tip I'll give to any trainer or coach that I don't think we always think about, especially in a commercial place where there's more than one person. Even if there's just one person, if you're looking at your phone, even for your timer, and I have a habit of now I try and use my watch more. It can look like you're just like not paying attention, right? It can look like you're just on your phone texting. And here's the thing, man. Like I've had coaches do that to me, and I'm like, bro, can you not do that? Like, what's up, man? Like, it's one thing if you're like, if I'm not paying you and you're just like, we're just having time and you're doing stuff, even that's a little frustrating. My point being, this is a clutch device and a tool that you can use, especially if you're out of your house all day. You want to be able to charge on the go. If you're traveling, flying, like when I was flying to Joshua Tree or hiking, that it was absolutely clutch. I'm super excited to go back to Cali in June, actually. We got another conference and some meetings. Did I tell you that we're going to be doing our first annual kind of like LOF retreat in September? It's looking like for at Joshua Tree. So we're going to invite we're going to pick 10 clients that are going to go, and we're going to have like a primo package for them, and we're just going to have a good time. And I think in general, you should just come. Like we'll work it out where we can just have you come. And just like, I feel like it'll be a fun time.
Yeah.
And it'll be a great like workout fitness switch. Like, dude, I think you'll have a good time. Anyways, with that being said, I think there's a tremendous value there. And again, if Rebecca, anybody else, you guys got questions, let me know.
No competition, but it's like what I heard the other day. It didn't sound like there was going to be
any comps coming up. I mean, and we'll
because I still have to do PKBs, dude.
Yeah, but we're not doing that anymore. Like we're just doing our own versions of that, I think.
Oh, okay.
Like you might just do a couple in-house, or there's something called exhibition fights or smokers, as sometimes referred to as. And the idea is it's a hypothetically, this isn't, I'm not saying this is real. This is a hypothetical right now. Hypothetically, you would have an event that wouldn't be sanctioned and you wouldn't have like a commission per se, and you would just match people up. And it'd be like behind closed doors in like a cage or a ring or on the mats where somebody had space. And it would be basically a fight. It would just be a fight, but it wouldn't go under record. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like, and that's like kind of the next step up. And that's how we would, or do in-house things. And that's how we would like kind of develop as fighters coming up. And like a lot of guys, people still do this. All right. I'm actually more surprised that it's not more popular here. Because in New York, that's still to this day what they do. Like even when we go out, I'll get you a fight in New York if you want. Like we can just go up and do an exhibition for the weekend we go up there. That could actually be a lot of fun. I'll hit up Tito. That would be a lot of fun. Now, it'll be in like a gym in Brooklyn that we know the owner, like we're like, so things are cool, but they're also, it's a fight. You know what I mean? Like, so if you get knocked out, like that's not the goal, but like,
that's what they're trying to do.
No one's going to be penalized for it. Like you're not DQ'd, right?
Yeah.
So like, you got to like be aware. Anyways, with that being said, let's start rocking out. I highlighted going back to the music and stuff for the Soundcore. This is to me, hands down, best value in my opinion for like home office. Look at that hand movement. I see you. And then if you want, you got the Motion Plus, which I think, honestly, the Motion Plus is probably my least favorite of them. There's nothing wrong with it. It's awesome. You got custom control. I just think for the value, it's not the best pick. It's if you're going to get the custom control, which the Motion Boom Plus has, you pay an extra $50 and you get it. This is already like $110, I think, or $120. So the Soundcore 2 is, to me, just like the best value and bang for your buck. And now let's start to rock out a little bit. Ooh, you know what? I like rocking out to a lot of like Dean Lister, not Dean Lister, Dean Martin, and like doing a little Frankie Sinatra here, a little Frankie boy. But hold on, my Bluetooth is not synced. What's going on? So look, let's tap that Bluetooth. There it is. We just had to tap that button. In case your Bluetooth didn't sync, tap that button. Boom, let's sync it. We're pulling it up right now. Motion Soundcore 2. Click. Still picking. This is actually surprisingly long. I gotta be honest with you. I was not expecting it to take this long. Usually it's much, even like when you first set it up. But now you just heard the noise. It'll say boom. Just made a little bloop, and now voila, we're rocking out here a little bit. Rocking out. Also, guys, again, take advantage. We have 10 to 40% off promo codes in the carousel as well. They're gonna like expire. I believe they're all expiring at the end of the week. I actually can't give you an exact timeline, but I'm going to pull up another one. We're going to go back to the Flybird. And I played a video before for our Geek Chef, and I wanted to play one for the Flybird here too. Made of this.
So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the Flybird adjustable bench. And I'm a huge fan of the brand Flybird first and foremost, but I love the adjustable bench. It's so versatile. And a big thing that I like here is check out this spot for your ankles where you can hook your feet. The cool thing I like about it as well is it folds down, as you can tell. Also, I'm going to show you guys on the flip side the pin and spring action. I'm going to pause for a quick second. I want you guys to see this has a spring component of it. So when you pull it out, it'll allow it to lock into place versus other benches. Sometimes we'll just have a little lock, a latch mechanism. Also, I want to show you guys the different positions to give you a little bit more idea of the versatility from the angles here, as well as talk about how that comes into play with your training. When you're able to change the angle, you can focus on different muscle groups and how they interact with one another. So the ability that Flybird provides to change these angles going into multiple different positions is awesome, as well as being able to work in a variety of different exercises as well. And the durability of it is clutch. That's a big one for me, and I highly recommend. Check them out.
Hey, what's the matter with you? I'm just gonna say, we're just gonna sing to you guys now. We're just gonna get our singing on. We're out for the coffee. Oh no! Oh, there we go. You can't forget the coffee, bro. That's why I call the Coach's Coffee Corner.
It's right there.
I know. I'm just not used to, like, in this angle, looking that far to my left, or in this kind of position. Because usually I'm facing forward, right? So I never have to even look to my left. It's like just like right there.
What about this one? Your dad used to say this one. Look
What?
with your eyes, not your mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
That was to fire me up.
Yeah, like, how about I look with, like, my knuckles? How about that? I tell that to my kids right now, honestly. Like, I can't even say anything.
What? Look with your eyes.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, whoa. Because they're very, like, grabby and, like, let me see. I'm like, whoa.
I said to myself a lot. Like, damn it, that makes sense.
Control it. Control it. Should be alright. What do you? So I'm curious for you guys. What are some of your top, like, dadisms or parentisms or momisms? Like one of mine for my dad is like, do as I say, not as I do, or you're cruising for a bruising, or he's a space cadet. Like, we'd always call my brother a space cadet because it's like he's up in the clouds somewhere, just like not paying attention. Or like, look at my kids, bro. Like Lena, for example. I feel like there's a lot of similarities of Ashley and like my brother's kids, like the way they were, or just that component, which is like awesome.
If you got an issue, here's a tissue.
Issue, that's another one. If you got issue, here's a tissue. What else you guys got? I'm curious if you guys got any good ones too. Let's see if we got any other deals. Why would you do that? And then I'm just gonna stay on this lightning deal for Kufandy real quick. Let's see how much, if it's already been claimed or if it's still going. Let's see. Ooh, so we got just under 8 hours, 7 hours, 45 minutes. It's actually not been, doesn't look like there's been a whole bunch claimed, if any. It says 0%. That means there's probably a couple. 70% rayon, 30% linen. I don't even know what rayon is. Let's look this up. Rayon material. We do our research right now, yo. All I can tell you is it feels good. What is that return? Does that say that? Or you're just.
It was something. So Russia. It's probably about the Russia.
What is rayon? Good question. Christian is the leader of the Space Cadets. Let's see. I think it's someone named Chris. Chris Zim?
Yeah. You're right, Chris.
Is this Florida, Chris?
No, this is my. Wait, who's Florida, Chris?
Your buddy, or maybe he's in Jersey.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's it.
What's up, homie? You starting up the season? Didn't the season start? Or like it starts soon? Right?
With his softball?
Yeah.
I don't know. He hasn't been. I haven't seen him post anything yet. So I don't know.
Talk to us, Chris.
He'd be making little clips and posting it. He's got his own little softball page.
Yo, Chris, plug your stuff, man. Drop it in the comments. Let the people know. Bueno.
No, that's funny, like you said that, because that's how I used to be.
What,
Sometimes
space
I was
cadet?
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I get that. I've been like that too, man. And
I used to have friends that get like kind of military friends. Military kids. Parents are very
regimented.
Yeah. And they'd be like, dude, what's the matter with you?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, lottie.
That makes it worse.
Yeah.
It's so much worse. Like, what?
I'm like,
What?
Just chilling.
Yeah, but like I'm hearing you kind of, but not really.
Yeah.
Honestly, maybe a little bit. Just a wee bit. So all right, it looks like Rayon's like actually like real stuff. I was actually pulling up a video and then I was like, I'm not gonna watch it because that doesn't make sense for us. But I'm more curious. Okay, Rayon material is manufactured of synthetic fiber that is made of cellulose or wood pulp. So is that synthetic then if it's wood pulp? That's why I'm questioning. Just the material of the shirt being made right now. But maybe less important. So what we were just kind of discussing, y'all, is I think we're going to jump out a little bit early. I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'm going to be back at 11:15. And then I'm going to do a little bit of a longer one. We're going to probably end up doing 2 hours because then I'm going to be cruising out 2. Or maybe I'll just do like a combo one. And then Chris Phillips _SB is the Insta. Just came in 5th place. And what? Next tournament's next weekend. Oh, word. Nice, Chris. Word, guys. So, again, check them out. I'll put that in the – I was going to put it in the other comments, too. I'm just going to type it in manually. Chris Phillips _SB. I'll drop that right here. Boom. Boom. Let me know if that's right, by the way, Chris, because then I'm going to put it up on the comments. And boom. You guys want to go check them out? Let's actually pull it up. Mexico or just the Gulf? Florida. Just chilling. Running out of gas on the boat.
Oh, yeah.
Sends my message to you. And then, guys, go check them out. Boom. Ready. Bam. I got you, Chris. Bam. Go give them a follow if you guys want to check them out. Check out the Awesome Sauce. What's up? All the ball. I see you. All right, man. So, yeah, good times. Good times, everybody. And, again, get on that lightning deal. Get on that deal. And you know what's funny, man? I was like, all right, we're going to dip out. Now all of a sudden there's like a little bit of a jump in viewers. So I'm like, oh, maybe we should chill for a little bit longer. You guys tell me. How about this? If we stay above, pick a number. Let's see. Pick a number, Christian. Give me a number.
I don't know.
From 0 to 6, pick a number.
6.
Boom. So if we stay above 6 viewers, we'll stay on. If we dip below 6 viewers, then we'll dip out. I feel like that's like a fair little game. Yes, sir. That's it, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, man. Thanks for coming and hanging and chatting it up with us. Guys, go check them out. Go support. Or do whatever. Live your life. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to blow up your Insta if you're not trying to have people follow you and stuff. Might be. I'm just making assumptions.
He definitely wants people to follow.
Yeah, dude. And hey, man.
You need to get on the reels this season, Chris.
Yeah, bro. Get it. And even I bet you could find like someone that would be willing to do it for an internship or just to support and be able to build their portfolio. Yeah, dude. I think it'll be like, it can be very helpful. Dude, I'm getting like an allergic reaction. Do you see this?
This isn't following me, is it?
Negative. All right. So, last thing I think we'll highlight. Ooh, we're flirting with that 6 right now. So, last thing I'm going to highlight too is the kinesiology tape by SeaKeep. This one's like, and the thing I like about this too is that it's cut up in 12-inch strips. So you don't have to worry about cutting it or moving or anything like that. It's like, it's already done for you. Just roll it, bop it, you're good to go. Now, here's the catch though, or here's the important variable I like to stress when it comes to like tape or anything like that. It's like, it's not a magic solution, right? It's not going to act like a cast or a brace. It's just going to be there to potentially increase blood flow, maybe help support the tissue, tactily remind you of something, or protect the skin integrity. But with that being said, that's going to do it, y'all. Chris, I appreciate you hanging out, guys. Go check them out, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Cheers, y'all.